Bryan Suits joins us, Dark Secret Place, a great podcast, etc. Bryan, welcome back to the program.
Hey, it's great to talk to you. Great to talk to Seattle. If you hear noise in the background, it's dogs sitting and they're playing.
It actually sounds like you were eating a tonic, but we'll let that go. All right, so Suits, I watched Marco Rubio questioning people about China, and he was asking a line of questioning that has me deeply concerned. He was asking, why does the Chinese Communist Party want access to the DNA of Americans? And, I'm looking at this saying, well, this is a country and an army that said we want to be the top practitioners at biological warfare. Can you think of any reason why the Chinese Communist Party might want our DNA if they're going to be good at biological warfare?
Well, they're amoral, so there's that. And by the way, warning, folks, if you've ever done 23andMe or Ancestry.com, or you've ever submitted a DNA sample, just assume they have it. And they don't have yours individually. That's not what they want. They want the cohort. They want the American cohort via ethnicity, the cohort of Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, whatever. And this is at this point they have it, and it's sitting. It's on a thumb drive in the Wuhan bat suit virus, clinic, and the whole thing. But as I said, they're amoral, and all you need to do is look at the Chinese Foreign Ministry meeting with the Taliban's lead diplomat last week, and basically saying, we love your work, and don't, however, stop supporting the Uyghur Liberation Front. They have a different name. I'm not going to use it. And if you do that, then we might pave you roads, or whatever. The Chinese are, it's funny that a tiger is trying to ride a tiger. A bigger tiger is trying to ride a smaller tiger, because the Chinese have zero compunction about making a deal with guys who are about to blow up girls' schools, and things like that. They are amoral. If you get a kidney, a liver, a cornea from China, it's because you fulfilled an order. The Chinese Fulfillment Center is a political prison, and they when they have two orders for kidneys, one order for a liver, one order for a heart, they will literally execute a political prisoner on order. And I used to not believe that, but now go ahead.
No, it's not me. That's the Chinese Communist Party breaking up the signal.
Oh, it was an echo. Yeah, and so as we were saying before we were on the air, if you had said that to me a year ago, I probably would have poo-pooed you and said, no, this is a simple, it's Occam's razor. This is a simple release of a virus on their own people. Now they're taking advantage of what is of the worldwide phenomena that they unleashed, and of course they're taking notes, and they're realizing, wow, look at the way that we've paralyzed economies. Look what the Americans do when something like this happens. They didn't do this in 1918, but now all of a sudden they have this zero casualty scenario, and they absolutely paralyze their economy. And what's crazy is this didn't damage the Chinese economy. We continued ordering stuff from China.
Right. Well, and Gavin Newsom, the so-called governor of California, where I don't know why you live, but you do, in the desert, the high desert, like Art Bell, God rest him, the high desert in Nevada. He was, handing out money to people who, masks, we can learn to make those. But at least we've got this, Bryan Suits, darksecretplace.com, and you can subscribe and get Bryan's analysis and news. Bryan, at least we've got this. Joe Biden's dementia has successfully calmed down Iran, so we don't have to worry about them anymore, so that's good.
Oh, it's astounding how the world is reacting to who they perceive the president of the United States is, and don't kid yourself. The press office of the White House, which is called MSNBC, they're absolutely ignoring the meltdowns that are happening in Lebanon, Syria, Iran. Iran is emboldened. And the whole thing. By the way, yesterday in the mail, I got my sample ballot for the recall election for Gavin Newsom, and above that title, it said L.A. County Elections Registrar Dean C. Logan.
That's, by the way, for folks who are new to the show, Bryan at one point lived in what was not yet a separate country of Washington State. And he was doing this thing. What was it? Some hobby you were on in Iraq when your ballot was not counted? Oh, no, that's right. You were serving the country in the armed forces. And
yeah, I was getting blown up for the Iraqi election. Meanwhile, back in Issaquah, magically my ballot wasn't counted.
And then Dean Logan. Yeah, Dean Logan, having successfully fixed an election up here, is now down in L.A. We got 30 seconds left. Let me ask you this. It's all mail-in ballots down there for the recall election. There's no skullduggery expected courtesy of Dean Logan, is there?
I always assume it because he's already thrown a few ballot measures down here that were tax increases. The largest county in America is the one I'm at the very northern edge of. It's LA County, 11 million people that we know of, and that magically everyone gets to vote. And we do. And the Democrats down here have perfected ballot harvesting. And there is no way that you can document the voter fraud because you would have to line everybody up and match their signatures.
No, and we can't do that. That would be wrong. Bryan Suits' Dark Secret Place every Tuesday on the Todd Herman Show. Now, go with God's good grace and quiet those hound dogs down and give them some steak. We'll continue on the Todd Herman Show.